everybody, and welcome to day 8 of my straight days of top 5s of just the types I didn't do yet. Today we're gonna do the dark type. Let's get right into it. But first I have 3 honorable mentions. One is Tigger Ninja, because the anime and its design. And the other one is for Weavile. I think I said 3, I meant 2, because its design is really cool and I really like Sneasel. But once I saw Weavile, I liked it more. Number 5 is Tyranitar. If you want to know more on why I like this Pokemon, check out my top 5 favorite Rock-type Pokemon. But all I have to say now is that can't really outspeed many things, but it's bulky, so it can live a hit, and it'll have, and since it has a monstrous attack, it will just hit with Earthquake, Crunch, I think it has. Does it have Crunch? I think it has Crunch, Stone Edge, Sand, Rock Slide is what I meant to say, and the Fang moves, and I guess Bite. It does have a lot of weaknesses, but it also has a few resistances and an immunity to Psychic, which kind of balances that, but doesn't really balance that. And it's Mega Man. It's Mega Man. Mega Maker confirmed. Coming out Saturday. The speed, it still won't really outspeed stuff, but it will definitely tank moves with those defenses. And with the 164 base stat for attack, the moves I just mentioned before, those will hit even harder. And with the HP, it can still take a lot of hits. Its abilities are also pretty cool. Sandstream, make a sandstorm. Pretty cool. Makes its own move, Sandstorm, kind of useless unless you're not running a Mega and have the Unnerve ability. So, number 4. This Pokemon in my top 10 favorite Pokemon that I made like a year ago. I think it was a year ago. This Pokemon was my favorite Dark-type Pokemon, but is now, for some reason, only number 4. You all probably know it. It's Hydreigon. Sorry, Hydreigon, but I don't know what happened. I think I just love number 3 to 1 more now. So, sorry, dude. If you want to know why I like this Pokemon, check out my top 10 favorite Pokemon and my top 10 favorite Dragon-type Pokemon. But those were pretty old lists, so I'll kind of renew it. With the 98 base speed, it will outspeed a lot of things, but won't really outspeed a lot of things. And with the 90 defenses in both of their defenses, it probably will live a hit. And with the special 125 special attack, it can hit really hard, like Dragon Pulse, Tri-Attack, Hyper Voice, Dragon Breath. You don't really have a lot of options, but once you go to the TMs, you get Fire Blast, you get Surf, you got Flash Cannon. Honestly, every move but Dragon Pulse is basically just TMs. Like, Hydreigon needs those TMs. But you could just go max attack with, I guess, in Adamant Nature to go with the physical Hydreigon, run the Earthquake, the Crunch, pretty strong. Also, this guy's design is pretty cool. And its ability is really good. Levitate, my favorite ability. Type defenses, it will definitely not live fairies. It just won't live a fairy hit. Dazzling Gleam, more like, I don't have a joke. That's all I have to talk about, which means number 3 is Crocodile. If you want to know more about why I like this Pokemon, check out my top 5 favorite ground-type Pokemon. But with a 92 base speed, it will outspeed most things, but not really. And it will probably live a hit with the 70 special defense and the 80 defense. But with the 117 attack, it hits really hard, like Earthquake, Crunch. I've been saying those moves a lot today. Outrage. It's just you have a lot of options unlike Hydreigon, and I think its design is now really cool, more cool. Intimidate with the ability, I love that ability as well. Probably my second best. The other abilities are pretty cool as well. Has a bunch of weaknesses, but the resistances and the immunities kind of counteract that. That's all I have to talk about for Crocodile. Number 2 is the newest Pokemon on this list, Incineroar. Now, Incineroar was my starter, and even though it wasn't in my top 10 favorite Fire-type Pokemon because Sun and Moon wasn't out yet, this Pokemon would definitely be on that list. Probably, I was going to say probably number 1, but I just realized not really. It would probably be top 3 in my Fire-type Pokemon. My favorite Fire-type Pokemon. So with a 60 base speed, it won't outspeed most things. But with the 90 base defenses for both defenses, it will live a hit, probably. And because it's a fire and a dark type, because it's also a fire type, because the dark type does have a bunch of stuff, because it's just a dark type, no, not that. Sorry, guys. Because it's a fire type, it doesn't really have a lot of options for fire. I mean, it's more of a physical attacker with the 115 base attack, other than the 80 base special attack. It doesn't really have a lot of options for fire. All it really has is Fire Fang, Flare Blitz, and Flame Charge. And Flame Charge is just Fire Fang has a chance to miss, and Flare Blitz has recoil. But its dark moves are pretty good. It has Darkest Lariat, which is an amazing move. Throat Chop. It has Bite, which is pretty cool. I wonder why it doesn't have Crunch. You gave it Bite, but you didn't give it Crunch. You could give it Bulk Up, so the attack stat could be even higher for like a Flare Blitz. Even though I just said it has recoil, it's still a really good move. I mean, 120 base power. It's really. Also, its design is pretty cool. I like how it's a wrestler. And its Z move is my favorite Z move of all time. Fire Dark is a pretty cool typing. Has a lot of resistances and an immunity. And it has 4 weaknesses. But that's okay. Blaze is an ability, you know what Blaze does. Intimidate as a hidden ability. Now that is pretty cool. I wish I had Intimidate on my Incineroar. So its defense would technically be even higher because if it had the Intimidate. Because, you know, if its attack is lowered, it won't have as much attack than special attack, so its defense is pretty higher. So I've been talking about Incineroar a lot, but let's go right into number 1 of my top 5 favorite Dark-type Pokemon. It is Zoroark. Yes, I have gotten over the ketchup on its face. I'm gonna say that again later. Not in this video, in a future video. A future top 10. Okay. Because it's plain dark type, it only has 2 resistances, 1 immunity, and 3 weaknesses, which is kind of bad, but not really. With 105 speed, it will outspeed a lot of things, most Gen 7 Pokemon. And with the 105 attack and the 120 special attack, you would rather go for a special attack. So, I mean, all it really has is Night Daze. But that's where TMs come. You also get Dark Pulse, Grass Knot, Flamethrower. Definitely have Flamethrower for Lucario. Focus Blast, Hyper Beam. Or you could run a physical one just like Hydreigon. Because it looks more physical, you know, with the punishments, Foul Play, Aerial Ace, Facade. It's a really good Pokemon, and its design is amazing. I love its ability. I love how it just copies the last Pokemon that's in your party. But if Zoroark's the last Pokemon in your party, that means it wouldn't really copy. It would copy itself, which is kind of... the ability illusion doesn't seem really good, but it's really cool. Like, let's say you were going to, like, go to a ghost... Well, not really ghost. Yeah, a ghost type. Let's say you were to go to Gengar, because it's Gengar. The other opponent would think, oh, I should go for a ghost type or a dark type move. Hit it with that move, resist it because of Zoroark's illusion ability, and it's a dark type, so it resists that move, so it'll take a free hit. But because of the 60 base defense, special defense, and HP, it will definitely not live a hit. It will probably live a resistant hit, but not a regular hit, or even a super effective hit. So it's a glass cannon, and you know how I love glass cannons. I love Gengar, I guess Chandelure's a glass cannon, I love Alakazam, and Zoroark also fits that list. So this is the longest top 5 out of all of the top 5 I made. I'll see you tomorrow with my top 5 favorite Steel-type Pokemon, but for now, bye!